guys, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you a quick makeup routine with using very little products, so it can make your routine a lot quicker, and if you're on the go you don't have to bring as much in your makeup bag. Like a blush brush like this, a round kind of dome brush like this, a flat brush like that, a powder brush like this, and if you have a dual-sided one where it's a thinner tip and then a fluffy tip, great. Otherwise you'll need a thinner, more precise tip brush and then a fluffy like crease brush, and that's all you need for brushes. Our lips, we're just going to do chapstick and a lip liner that matches our natural lips, foundation, blush, bronzer, brow pencil, a primer, eye cream, and a facial spray. And if you want fake lashes, then of course glue or magnetics, whatever you like to do for that. Well, I'm going to show you how I do it when I'm in a real hurry, and I can do this whole face in about 10 minutes or less. So there's not a lot of products that you need. We're going to, with clean hands, we're going to go into our face, and I know a lot of people are against applying your makeup with your hands, but I've done it before. I definitely do use a beauty blender as well, but I do think your hands are a lot quicker when you are in a hurry, and as long as you are doing this with freshly washed clean hands, there's no problem with it. It's probably honestly almost more sanitary than a beauty blender, unless you're super good about cleaning your beauty blender, because at least your hands have been freshly washed. Under my eyes, of course. And so, in other news, I found out that our car is for sure totaled. So that kind of sucks, but we kind of already knew that was going to happen, so we weren't surprised. And then you're going to use a primer. I like to use aloe vera gel for a primer. So now we're kind of just deciding for sure what car we're going to get. As you guys know, we've been already kind of narrowing it down, so we already have a pretty good idea of what we want. But it's just finding the right price, and so I've been talking to a couple dealerships, and we'll see what we can do. Probably have a new car by next week, or maybe even later this week. We'll just see how the week goes. So now that I am all moisturized, we are good there. So now I'm gonna just clean up my brow a little bit. Let's see. I just got, it's my first time using it with you guys, then is, or period, is the Anastasia. It is the brow definer. So we will see what I think all together. Here we go. And I got it in soft brown because my hair is, well, brown. Okay. Okay, it's doing good. I just saw a squirrel run past. I'm surprised Gus must not see it, because he would probably be barking. I don't know if you guys can see. Yep, there he is. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, I like this because if you can see up close, hello, getting really up close and personal, the brush strokes are really nice. They look more natural with this one than other brow pencils that I've used, and I always like to go back through once I'm done and brush out my eyebrows still, just to make them look a little more feathery. Oh yeah, I do like this pencil a lot. I never wanted to spend the extra money, but then I saw that Anastasia was having a sale, so I decided to take advantage of it. Do the other brow. And I went with a little bit too hard of a touch there. But I think this is a good color match for my hair. That's another thing that I like about Anastasia. They have like a good color range. I mean, I know like this is kind of what put her on the map in the makeup community, was her amazing brows. I don't know why I've never tried it. I guess I just been stuck on my NYX. I did get a Benefit one at one point, but that's literally the only brow pencils I've used is Benefit and NYX. So when I saw the sale, I was like, okay, now I feel like I can justify. I got two because it's like two for the price of one since it was half off. So I thought, well, if I really do love it, I'm gonna obviously want to get more than one, because I'll be sad that I don't have more than one. And wow, it really does make your job a lot easier. Now, I still like my NYX, don't get me wrong, but I have to say, this does a good job. Yeah. So now I'm just going to brush these little bad boys out to feather them out a little bit more for us. Yes, yes. So I am going to, after this, finish watching the Ozarks. Me and Jeff are almost done with the season. So yay. It's been a good season. I'm excited to see how it ends. And then, of course, as soon as we watch the last episode, I'm going to be ready for more. That, I guess, is the only bad part about shows like that, because then you just get to watch so much at once that, like, it just never seems like enough. Okay, so now my brows are done. And normally what I would do is, like, clean them up and conceal. But since this is a get ready fast routine, we're just going to clean them up with a Q-tip really quickly. We are not going to actually conceal them on top of this. Just this. This is it. But as you guys see, the Q-tip still gives us a good, clean cut. Yeah, it may not be the absolute perfection, but for a quick routine, and I feel like you'll see the end result when we're done, you still look really good. And we don't always have time for the 40-minute, hour routine, you know. We need something quick for every day. And there you go. And of course, the more you do it, the quicker you will be at it. But the brows are very extreme. We are going to do the next part, which I know some people are going to cringe about, but here we go. It Cosmetics CC Cream, and I use it in the color Light, and I just grab some, and since we're trying to save time, both hands, a little product on both hands, and we're just going to rub it in. Rub it on in. And I kind of, I guess, contour the brow by using my fingers to stay somewhat close. But, and besides the fact that, and I put some on my lids as well, and besides the fact this does save time, it actually saves a lot less product. This is 2 pumps of product. And I usually use about 4 when I normally am doing it with a beauty blender. I use about 4 to 5 pumps. And now I'm just going to use not even a whole pump, just like a half a pump. Barely see that much. Just to a little bit. I couldn't quite get the little bit less of my forehead. But as you saw, basically 2.5 pumps covered my entire face. And then I don't actually end up losing product in the beauty blender. So see how quick that was. Now the next thing we're going to do, which will be quick too, we're going to add a little bit of concealer, and I just do a few dabs because since you don't lose a lot of product into the beauty blender, you don't need to use as much product because it's not getting soaked in. So then I just, with my ring finger, I always like to tap the under eye out still, because that is the spot that is so prone to creasing and cracking that you still want to be gentle and delicate with that. And then up the nose, and just take a little bit of that to kind of lightly go into the middle of my forehead and just kind of buff that in a little bit, just like we would with a beauty blender, and down the nose. And then I need to finish my under eye. A little more over here, so we're gonna share, and put a little extra on your lid as well, because that's gonna help just give us a good eyeshadow primer and base for the colors that we're gonna be using. So yeah. Okay. So now our concealer is done. We looking good. We looking great. Now we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of Laura Mercier or any of your favorite setting powder, and you're going to just put that under your eye like you normally would. But you're going to use the big fluffy brush. Keep it tight so the product doesn't go all over the place. And put it under your eye. And a little on your cheek, your nose, forehead, Cupid's bow. All the places you put the concealer. Now we're going to be speeding it up using your bronzer, any bronzer you want. I use butter bronzer, and that trick that you learned in my last Get Ready With Me, keep the brush tight, and we're going to put it down the nose on either side. And we're going to put it here too. Contour it all up. And forehead. I like to do it to the forehead. So there we go. Okay. So now all that said, we're going to set the bronzer aside. You're not actually putting it away yet. We are going to be using it again in a moment. Now what you're going to do is take your blush brush, your favorite blush. I'm using the I Will Always Love You by Too Faced, and we are going to put it in the apples of our cheeks like we like to until we look like a clown. And then what you're going to do is take that fluffy side, like crease brush, and you're going to take that blush color and you are going to pop it in to your crease. Whoa, I know, crazy. But then what we're going to do, without having to take out extra bunch of eyeshadows and a million brushes and doing a crazy extensive eye look, we're going to get an eye look for cheaper. So there you go. Put it onto above the crease. This is going to be our transition color, and you're going to put it into the outer corner of your eye. And of course, any blush color you want. I prefer for this look something a little bit more on the peachy, corally end, or if you have something that's like a little more of the bronzy spectrum would be good too. I just hold your brush together like that so it's now thin. You're going to take that same blush color and just put it on your lower lash line. Just like that. Lower lash. Okay, so now our lower lash lines are looking cute. I love it. I just love this because it's just so fast. And so now we're done with our blush completely. We are going to use the other side of that brush or something that is more of a tapered brush. You're going to use the bronzer again. And you might have guessed, we're going to put it right into the actual crease of our eye now. Just to darken that up a little bit. And the reason why I want the more precise brush is because, at least with my particular bronzer that I'm using, it's not super pigmented. So I want to make sure the pigment is really, really staying where I put it. There we go. As you can see, it's just a light contour, nothing crazy. Now this is just a great natural looking, more everyday eye that just looks really pretty. So you see the eye's looking good. Now to finish the eye look off and to finish our face look off, you're going to take a tapered kind of brush like this, and you are going to take your highlighter. I'm going to use Too Faced Candlelight, and I'm going to pop it in right underneath my brow bone. There you go. See that pretty highlight color? And then I kind of just brush it in to blend with that blush color that we did, so it kind of blends together. Same thing on the other side. And we're going to put it in our tear duct as well. We want a little gleam into our tear ducts. And on the lower lash line, just on the bottom little part here, we're not going to go over too far, but you just see it gives a little bit of a gleam there as well. And then the highlighter we're going to put on our lid as well. So it's a very uniform, just pretty look, I think. And just apply as much highlighter as you want, you know, obviously. So I feel like that's a good color. I'm happy with it. And now I'm going to put a highlighter where we normally put it, on our cheekbones and on the up the nose a little, on the bridge, I mean the Cupid's bow, the bridge, I guess it's kind of almost a bridge. And then get the other side, of course. And now we are gleaming. See, I can't even catch the camera. That's how much I'm gleaming. Okay, loving it. Looking good, looking great. Now it's time to dust off all that stuff we did earlier. It's going to blend everything for us like always. Now we're going to spritz ourselves with your favorite setting spray. I'm using Mario Badescu, and I'm using the lavender one today. Now chapstick, because we don't need no crusty and dusty lips. No thank you. You can use a lipstick if you want, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to use a lip liner that matches my color. And I'm just going to line these that eyes up. Now we are going to put on our mascara, and I'm going to use Benefit, They're Real, and Jeffrey's Home. And my dog, Gus, is barking. Gus, hush it, sister friend. It's just your paw. It's just your pawpaw. We got the lower lash covered. We're going to do those upper lashes. And I like to look down on a mirror because I have hooded eyes and my lashes are still growing back from the extensions. So they're very puny. So to see them better, it's just easier to look down at a mirror. So now I'm going to put on my fake lashes and I'm just going to glue them up. Let them sit there for a second. And normally once my real lashes grow back a little better, I won't have to do this step. So this is obviously going to save me time. But the magnetic lashes don't want to stay on my real lashes since they're just like not even really there yet. But once they cycle through and actually are visible again, then they'll hang out without having to do this step of putting fake lashes on. And then I put magnetics for extra drama. You obviously can just put the fake lashes on or just the magnetics if you're able to. But I'm doing extra drama since I am going to shoot a video today. So now I'm going to put these bad boys on. Well, another video. I'm really excited to see all the stuff that Torrid has. My bank account is not excited for me to see all the stuff that they have because I'm sure I'm going to want it all. Because they always have such freaking cute stuff, right guys? So that lash is being not my friend, but it'll be fine. Once I put the fake lashes on, it'll stay better. So now we can go ahead and put our magnetics on over top of the falsies. So it's just falsies on falsies. And I think this is good even just like I said, when you want a more dramatic look. Even if your regular lashes are not sad little excuses like mine are right now. But look at all the extra drama you get on this side versus this side. So it's really a fun look regardless, I think. Okay. So there you have it. There is my makeup look, my quick makeup look. I hope you guys like that. If you want to see me get fully ready, stay tuned. Now I'm back and all I did was put some dry shampoo in this hair just to give me a little more volume because the Lord knows I could use some volume. So now what I did is I took my hair in a deep part and I clipped down in here one piece of extension. So what I'm going to do is in a minute, I'm going to braid this part of my hair. And I just like it because since my hair is thin, then having that extra piece of hair in there gives my braid the volume I want. So now what I'm going to do is that whole section of hair that is going to get braided in a couple minutes, I'm just going to put it in a ponytail so it's out of my way while I do the rest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair about just above my ears. And I'm going all the way back with that. And I'm going to take this hair and just kind of put it out of my way for a moment. This loose hair that I have, I'm gonna pin up flat. I'm gonna pin it right flat down to my head, right there. Just take a few bobby pins. Depending on how thick your hair is, you'll need more or less. My hair is thin, so I don't need too many to keep it secure back there. So now that's pinned down. So now I'm taking this big piece of hair that I have that is made to hide like the extra hair here. You put the extra hair that I just pinned in between the two clips. So this is going to make me have long hair in the back because I am going to be pulling it all together for a big, beautiful braid. So now I'm going to pin that in, or clip that in rather, to my head. And it's really quick and easy. I like doing this for half up, half down looks too, because then I just clip in this big piece, and then my real hair I just have up top and I put it in like a bun or something. I'm sure you guys have seen that look from me because it's just a really quick and easy look. And then even when I want to put my hair down, sometimes it's nice just to pin it away. Okay, so now I put my real hair down over that. So obviously we want to hide that big weft that I just put. So I'm going to back comb a little bit right here. Just a little bit. So that's going to help hide right there. And then back here at the crown of my head is the most important part. We are going to back comb that as well and put it back down. And then over here, to make sure we hide it when I bring this hair back, once again, back combing. So there we go. It's a big back combing party over here. Now what we'll do is we'll just take a piece like this and just kind of twist it back to roughly here and pin it down. You just kind of play with it a little bit here. We'll play with it more at the end just to kind of like loosen that back up a little because we don't want it stuck straight to your head. At least I don't. Okay, so now that I just pinned the stuff that's like all the way over here, so it kind of just stays back there for me. So now this hair, we're just gonna have it hang out for a second back there. Hey hair. And I'm gonna take this original piece that we were working with, and I'm going to just brush it out a little bit if it's a little knotty like it is. And there you go. And it's important to try to find a good match for hair. I got lucky, to be honest, because I bought offline and I didn't know like how good of a match it was going to be for sure till I got it home. And I got lucky that it was like an actual perfect match. So now I'm going to braid it just like you normally would braid a hair. Nothing crazy. But what I like to do to make sure that it camouflages in the front here is I take the piece that's right by your forehead and I actually bring that first under. So that way, see, it kind of just camouflages. It's not going to show off the fact that there is, in fact, a big weft under there. And no one ever thinks I have extensions in until I tell them. Just braid in this little piece. I actually haven't done this exact hairstyle in a while, so I'm not even sure how I'm going to like it. It's been a long time since I've done this exact hairstyle. But I always did like it, at least. So then now that it's basically to the end here, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up with a ponytail, and I'm just going to leave it somewhat tight here because now we're going to loosen the braid. And that's why you wanted to leave a decent amount, because when we loosen, you're going to take, see, some of that length to help loosen this braid up. I think it looks nice to have the loose, a little bit kind of messy braid. I just like the look of it personally, but you can leave it tight if you prefer, of course, but this is just how I prefer to do this look. There you go. So now the braid's loose, as you see. So now I'm going to take this hair over here and I'm going to twist in the back, twist it, twist it, and I'm going to put a couple bobby pins. So then all those little hairs from my natural hair, they kind of will stay in place with doing the twist. So that's the purpose of doing that. And it just looks cute in the back then, having a little twist happening. And then I just took all of my hair and put it into a pony to the side, because I like a side pony, and I just pulled out some tendrils here randomly wherever I saw fit. My little pony. I just love this look. It's quick, doesn't take too long, as you guys saw. It only took a couple minutes, and your hair just looks really fun and pretty, and it looks like you spent a decent amount of time on it, but you didn't. And here is the outfit along with Gussie Bear. I just found this outfit at Ross. I love this long little duster thing. I think it's super cute. The pants I thought were fun with it because it has the green and the mustard in the pattern here. So I just thought it was a super cute look. I hope you guys liked this video. I had fun filming it, and another get ready with me and outfit. Yay. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please comment below any other video ideas that you would like to see, and remember to just be you. Bye guys.